Okay, it's official. That's enough of winter now. I mean, look at me. I'm part of the sofa. But it's coming. It's almost time. It's almost here. Spring Equinox. I need to sort my life out a bit before then. That's better. Today we're diving into the magic of the spring equinox. Really powerful, but it's often overlooked. But what does it mean, and how do we align ourselves to this energy? If you've been feeling like you need a fresh start or a way to, get in harmony with nature's rhythms, with nature's cycles, this is for you. And if you've ever wondered why January is the start of the year, like, who decided that we're gonna start the year when it's freezing cold, it's so dark, and we're still recovering from having too many mince pies? Well, the funny thing is, it wasn't always this way. The spring equinox used to be the real New Year's Day. Let me explain. Way back, before the whole January hype, ancient cultures celebrated the spring equinox as the real start of the year. And honestly, it makes so much sense. Think about it. Spring is when life returns. The earth is waking up. Plants are blooming. Animals are having babies. And people are starting to plant crops. Basically, life is shouting, "Come on everyone, let's go." So really, starting the year in spring makes so much more sense rather than starting fresh when everything's frozen solid. The spring equinox happens when night and day are perfectly balanced. After that, the days get longer and the nights get shorter. So spring really is the logical time to start if you're a farmer or someone watching the fields. Watching the fields, watching the fields, watching the fields. Ancient Mesopotamians celebrated Akitu, a massive festival all about celebrating the new year, and it was held around the spring equinox. The Persian New Year, right around this time, Nowruz, and literally translates as New Day. Even in ancient Rome, before Julius Caesar messed around with the calendar and mixed it up, March was originally the beginning of the year, named after Mars, the god of war and spring, which makes sense. March was when things began, which makes sense if you're a god of war, or someone trying to get started in the garden, or one of those people who watch fields. So why did this change? Well, when Julius Caesar introduced the Julian calendar in honor of Janus, the god of beginnings and transitions, who had two faces, looking at the future and the past. And that new start, well, I guess just stuck. But if you ask me, spring still feels like a more natural start to the year. So maybe instead of stressing out over New Year's resolutions when it's freezing outside, we could take a leaf out of our ancestors' books and use the equinox as a time to plant new seeds, both literally and metaphorically. Metaphorically? So if it's starting to feel like the new year's coming, then go with it. Happy New Year. Maybe blow the dust off your intentions from January. Get out that gym pass. Nature's starting fresh, so why shouldn't you? So we're going to go into some powerful practices that you can do at this time during the spring equinox. But first, let's explore what the spring equinox actually is. It's the moment when day and night are perfectly balanced, equal light, equal dark. It marks the official turning point, moving out of winter and starting to move towards summer. It marks the official turning point where we leave behind winter and start moving towards longer days. It's nature's way of leaving the winter behind and starting to grow, starting to move. And so, yeah, it's a time where we can do the same. We can move with nature. We can start planting those seeds and getting ready. Aligning new beginnings with nature's new beginnings is really powerful. When we live disconnected from nature's cycles, we can end up feeling disconnected from ourselves, lost. We can feel stuck, burnt out, because we're not following the natural flow of energy around us. But when you honor the spring equinox, you tap into that ancient wisdom. You start working with life, not against it. And if you've been feeling heavy from winter, emotionally, physically, mentally, this is that moment to release that weight and to step forward feeling lighter, clearer, and more energized. Okay, so if this is the perfect moment to align with nature and to start something new, to reset, what can we actually do to work with this energy? Here are a few powerful but simple exercises. First, set your intentions. This is planting the seeds, not just in your garden, but for your life. What do you want to grow this year? Write down your dreams, your goals, or even just a word of how you want to feel going forward in this new year. You can even draw them as seeds growing out the ground. And it's important to write them in the present tense. Have them somewhere where you can see them and keep giving them energy over the next few weeks. I'll leave a link to a shamanic journey that I put together, all about planting those seeds for the future. It will help you to manifest them, make them a reality. It's a journey that I put together for the new moon, but now is the perfect time to use it, to plant those seeds. Here's the really important part. Intentions. They need to be rooted in balance, because remember, day and night are equal. So it's all about giving, receiving, bringing in, but also letting go. So let go of what's holding you back. Anything that's holding you back. Whether it's old stories that aren't serving you, negative patterns, any toxic people, or anything in your life that can be released now in this new year. You can write it on a piece of paper and safely burn it. Or write it on a stone and throw it in some water. Whatever feels right to you. Listen to your inner guidance. Second, plant something. Yeah, more seeds. It's a really powerful way to connect with the energy of growth. If you don't have a garden, I don't have a garden, you can get those herbs that you can grow on the windowsill. And it's just a little reminder of what you're growing this year, and you're connecting deeply with that energy of growth. Watching something grow reminds you of your own journey, your own growth. Third, connect with nature, both physically and spiritually. Get outside, walk barefoot if you can, and touch the earth. Look out for signs of spring, so look out for those buds that are popping up everywhere. Birds returning, flowers blooming. This reattunes your energy to life itself. So if you've been feeling disconnected, this is one of the simplest ways to feel alive again. Ground yourself in nature. Feel the earth. Spring is about coming back to your body, out of hibernation mode. Plus vitamin D. Finally. Always a win. Fourth, create a balanced ritual. The equinox is about light and dark. So take a moment to reflect on, where do you need more balance? Where do you need more harmony? You can light a candle for light, place a bowl of water for calm, and reflect on where have you been giving too much of yourself, or where have you not been given enough. And fifth, this isn't going to be a favourite for those night owls like me, but I'm going to get up and I'm going to have a look at the sunset. Not the sunset, that would be a long line. I'm going to get up and I'm going to have a look at the sunrise. There's a few reasons for this. One is during the equinox, the sun rises due east and sets due west. Our ancestors so long ago would have been watching this, and so it's time for us to connect with them by watching it too. Watching the sunrise or the sunset has been shown to boost serotonin, make you feel good. And watching the sunrise can regulate your circadian rhythm, which leads to better sleep, better rest, feeling more awake during the day. It's been proven to reduce inflammation. It reduces stress. And the red light from sunrise has been proven to help with vision, with energy levels, and mitochondrial cell functions. It's a great opportunity to connect with nature and full of so many benefits. So I'll be setting my alarm. Wish me luck. So there you've got it. You don't have to do all of the practices, just whichever one's cool to you. Even if there's just one, just go with it if it's the right one for you. So if you've been waiting for a sign to begin again, this is it for you to reset and start again, stepping into this new year as a new you and releasing what you no longer need. If you miss this chance to step into this growth and renewal, then you could end up stuck in that winter energy for a lot longer than you need to. If you take action now, even if it's something really small, you're saying to the universe, I'm ready to go. So what are you ready to grow this spring and this year? And what are you leaving behind? I look forward to hearing what's shifting for you. Thank you so much for joining me. And yeah, subscribe, or if you need me, I'll be out in the fields, just keeping an eye on them, metaphorically speaking. I look forward to catching you soon, and Happy New Year. Watching the fields.